Oh, okay. Solby, look at Soleil's reaction. Okay, Solby, shoot your shot. Go ahead. Get your man. This was a pretty good finale. I like it. I would call it a suitable, likable finale because, well, first, our likable characters have good endings. And also, it's the finale. They didn't need any extra build-up. They didn't need any extra suspenseful moments because all of that has been done in prior episodes. It's the finale, straightforward. Hyeong Soo, jail time, period. Now, most of the attention in the finale was mainly on taking down Hyeong Soo and also Soleil and her competition, which was pretty hilarious. Just seeing her study, seeing her stress out, seeing her try to memorize and nosebleed, which was unexpected to be honest. And also seeing her relationship with Jong Hoon, receiving a indirect encouragement from him, which was pretty hilarious, was, yeah, definitely one of the highlights of the finale. And also, I did not expect this finale to get two time skips. The first one was 1 year later, and then the second one was a few years later. That came out of nowhere. But that does leave a door open for possibly a season 2, if not a spin-off. So at the beginning of the episode, they showed us their plan to take down Hyeong Soo, and it was their plan with Kang Dan. So first, Eun-soo was the one that insisted to get Erica Shin's help. Jong Hoon, on the other hand, was trying to get a search warrant for searching Hyeong Soo's office. Now, when Soleil got a phone call from Kang Dan, she couldn't make it to the plane, so plan A failed. Plan B was to get Soleil to disguise herself as Kang Dan, and then of course everything that we saw from episode 15. Search warrant on Hyeong Soo's office, arresting the guys at the computer room, and so forth. Now after that, Hyeong Soo advised prosecutor Jin to get rid of all of the evidence. And for Jong Hoon, he actually told Jin, hey, I want you to let go of the rotten rope. Pretty much to sum it up, switch sides because the side that you're on is wrong. And Jong Hoon, he gave prosecutor Jin a voice memo to listen to, which we don't know what the voice memo was until Hyeong Soo's trial. And the voice memo was pretty much Hyeong Soo contacting Kang Dan revealing everything that he's done, and those were the reason why that she couldn't take it no more, and she left. And then that led to Hyeong Soo getting arrested. He's in the interrogation room. He tells prosecutor Jin, yeah, to get rid of the evidence, but the phone wasn't the only evidence, so prosecutor Jin gave the voice memo for Hyeong Soo to listen to, and again, it's the same voice memo. But then the whole thing just ended off with Hyeong Soo saying, I've been here before. I can always change a crisis into an opportunity. Meaning that he is not going to be taken down without a fight. Now let's get to Hyeong Soo's trial. I don't really need to extend the trial because to sum everything up, it was a setup. Because everyone there was against Hyeong Soo. The only thing that sucks was Guntae defending him, which was their plan because there was nothing to defend. All of the evidence were there. All of the witnesses were there. Kang Dan, Do-sung, Jae-chol, they all revealed everything that Hyeong Soo has done. And yeah, this whole thing was a setup to make Hyeong Soo look bad and get arrested and jail time for good. What was funny was that when Kang Dan showed up, I was kind of suspicious. I was like, wait a minute, is that really Kang Dan? But if you think about it, during that same time, Soleil is with Junie and Solby at the competition. So yeah, that is the real Kang Dan. And Hyeong Soo, at first he was angry and asked the judge, that's not the real Kang Dan. They're trying to fool you. But then Soleil came into the courtroom and then it was revealed that's actually Kang Dan. I did say in my last review it would be nice to see the actual character Kang Dan appear in the finale, and yeah, I was right. It would have been nice if James came too, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not complaining. What's interesting that after the trial and after Hyeong Soo got arrested, Jong Hoon actually contacted Kang Dan and told her that Hyeong Soo could contact you, so let him do it. And then, they came up with this whole plan. But then also after the trial, after prosecutor Jin was stating that, false rumors, yada yada yada, the things that we already know that Hyeong Soo has done, Jong Hoon revealed that there was a mastermind behind this whole thing. And I'm thinking, wait, is Hyeong Soo not the mastermind? Now let's get to Soleil and her competition. Well, to sum everything up, it's just a montage of her studying, working hard, reciting everything she has to know and memorize. I don't think she slept at that one scene where she was having a nosebleed, and Solby's reaction was just that was so hilarious. Oh, and her interaction with Jong-un when they were eating, when Jong-un indirectly encouraged her, which his reaction was just, this girl. It's just so hilarious. And it's pretty hard for me to explain it. I mean, I'm pretty sure for everyone who's watching this review also watched the episode, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just so hilarious. And then after the mock trial, yeah, unfortunately Soleil and her team lost, Gio's team won. But hey, it's not over. It's just a good motivation for the students to work harder, mostly Soleil. But yeah, it's a good encouragement and motivation to work harder. What was cute, by the way, was when everyone was out drinking and eating, having fun. Well, on the sideline real quick, Solby was ignoring her mom's call. Her mom did automatically blame Soleil, but then Solby defended her. And then we have a nice sister to sister moment between B and A. And then Junie came and he says, "Don't worry, we'll win next time. Put your hand in." And out of nowhere, which was such a cute moment, Solby put her hand on top of Junie's hand first, and just seeing Soleil's reaction and mine was like, oh, okay. I couldn't help but grin. It's so cute. Now, I want to talk real quick about the whole shipping between Junie and A or Junie and B. Even though it didn't develop, I mean, this is not a romance drama, but I mean, you can't help but adore that one scene in the finale where Junie put his hand out and then B put her hand on top of his first before Soleil did. And Soleil's reaction is pretty much my reaction, you know, being shocked and being adored. It's like, okay. And I mean, here's the thing. I do like the chemistry between Soleil and Junie. I mean, their chemistry, their relationship is pretty much, to sum it up, close friends. And that's what they are, close friends. And I know B and Junie never received a lot of scenes together, not as much as Soleil and Junie. Well, to be completely honest, I don't mind if it's A or B, but I am leaning towards B because her type of character, like, I do find it attracting, you know, that whole tough on the outside but inside, you know, they're soft, they love, you know. But hey, it's just my opinion. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room real quick. Seung Jae. He only had one scene, which was the possibility of him going to jail. And that's pretty much the last time we saw him. I mean, we can make our guesses on what happened to him. We know that he can't get a job in law. We know he can't apply for law school at all. But him being in jail is heads or tails. I mean, they didn't reveal it in this episode, but for us viewers, we can go ahead and try to guess. It was a cool moment seeing all of the students, well, all of the law students, I should say, without Seung Jae. It's a pretty sad moment, to be honest. I mean, Seung Jae is kind of part of the group, but I mean, with how the character ended up, it is what it is. But anyway, what was a cool moment was seeing all of the students laid on the ground, reciting quotes from different people. And it was such a heartfelt moment when Junie recited a quote from his uncle and he teared up a bit. And yeah, that was such a heartfelt moment. But then it turned kind of ridiculous and funny was when Soleil was snoring. And then after all of that, we got a time skip 1 year later. So some of the students were advisors now. Solby and her family are getting help, which is nice. What else? Prosecutor Jin and Gio are in court, you know, because of Gio's dad. Well, if you think about it, they never settled it. So it makes sense for that to continue. But what was the most interesting part after the 1 year later thing? Jong Hoon visit Hyeong Soo in jail and ask him, was it a gift, bringing back the bribery case with Byungju, but Hyeong Soo, he doesn't answer it. I see it as payback towards Jong Hoon, and he says, this whole thing is going to kill you because you're never going to solve it. Then right after that, we have a pretty cool moment. The song We Are plays in the background. Jong Hoon walks out of the courtroom into the classroom, introduces himself. Man, that was such a cool moment. And then after that, we got a few years later. So Soleil, she's an attorney. She works with Guntae. And Juni, he's a prosecutor, and they both are meeting up with Jong Hoon at the school. It looks like that they're ready for an actual trial, maybe. I think an actual trial. There's no way it's a mock trial. But yeah, and then after that, end of the episode. I want to pinpoint some of the stuff that happened in this episode. First, Soleil studying was just hilarious. Seeing the relationship between Soleil and Jong Hoon, I believe there were like maybe 3 funny scenes between both characters. That was pretty cool. Oh yeah, there was also one scene where Hyeong was helping another woman who was in a abusing relationship. I thought that was pretty cool. That was. Now my thoughts on the drama. I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10, if not 10 out of 10. This is a pretty good drama. I would recommend it to anyone. And I've said this before, you don't even have to know anything about law to get into it. They're going to give you characters to hate, to like, to love, so forth, get into the story, and you're going to have a good time watching it from beginning to end. And every single scene in every single episode, you're not going to want to miss, because every detail really does matter. And what I like about this drama is, remember how the drama started? It kicked off with a murder scene. And for us viewers, we're thinking, okay, so this is the main plot of the story, right? But really, what we didn't know was the murder scene was actually a piece of a puzzle that we have to figure out. But here's the thing, we don't have the other pieces of the puzzle. So as the drama went on, for certain episodes, they gave us certain situations. Gio's dad's situation, Yesu's abusing relationship, and they were giving us the other pieces of the puzzles, and they were making us put those pieces together. If not, they were putting the pieces together for us, and the whole big picture was Hyeong Soo. There are other things I like about this drama. The chemistry between the cast members. I mean, it's pretty rare to have that type of chemistry and to showcase it on screen. I mean, if you have that, you're gonna have a good time watching the show. You're gonna have likable, hateful, annoying characters, and if the story is right too, you're gonna have a fun time watching the drama. And also Soleil, she is 100% the most relatable character. Just the way she acts, the way she studies, the way she stresses out. She's not like all of the other characters who are very calm, cool, and collective. She's pretty much the common folks, like us. Now, will this drama get a season 2? I mean, it's pretty heads or tails, but they did leave the door open for a season 2, if not a spinoff. If you think about Seung Jae's situation, if you think about the few years later, they could make a season 2 and showing us the students as prosecutors, as lawyers, as judges, as attorneys, and so forth. They can extend the whole gift or bribery thing, but I don't think that's going to be too far, I guess. But yeah, whatever storyline that they'll do, if they even decide to do a season 2 or a spinoff, hey, I'm up for it. So before I end this review, I just want to say thank you so much for watching my reviews, watching what I think about certain things, and also giving your guys' input on characters and scenes and so forth. And thank you so much for being on this ride with me. You guys have been with me since episode 1. It's episode 16, and again, thank you so much. And that's pretty much the gist of my review and the episode finale. If you guys like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.